Today, we're diving into how successful business owners have harnessed the power of social media to skyrocket their earnings and influence. I'll break down the key steps they followed, as well as my own content strategy that you can directly implement for your own brand right after watching this video. Let's get started with the first successful business owner, Gary Vee. Personally, this is someone who I've looked up to since the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, right from the start where I didn't have a business, where I didn't even know what I wanted to do with my life. With a mind-blowing net worth of $200 million, Gary Vee has been on the internet since its beginning. And that's why the first point is longevity. He started his first YouTube channel called Wine Library TV back in 2006 and hasn't stopped since. He saw the potential of the internet and went all in. People often make the mistake of comparing their first year to someone else's 20th year in the industry. It's crazy to think about, but Gary Vee has gained more popularity in just the last few years than his whole career. The more you do something, the better you get. Second point, innovation. Even after 18 years, Gary Vee is still adapting to new technologies and trends to keep his audience engaged and growing. Gary Vee sees the future is in short form content, which is why he prioritizes posting across all of the short form content platforms multiple times a day, and he's been doing that for years. The third point is authenticity. From the beginning, he shared his entrepreneurial journey openly, from successes to failures. And that's where we can all take inspiration from. By showing your human side and letting people know that you don't have all the answers allows you to build trust and loyalty with your audience. They don't just see you as an expert, they see you as a real person that they can relate to and learn from. The final point, pivoting. Even though Gary continues posting on Wine Library TV till this date, he knew that to make a bigger impact, not only in his business, but in the people's lives that he was looking to target, he had to switch to more business and life advice. And when he did, he saw that that content not only performed better, but it was more authentic to him because at his core, he's a business owner and an entrepreneur, not just that wine guy. Don't be afraid of shifting your path whenever your identity has changed, interests have changed, passions have changed. And at the end of the day, that's what a personal brand is all about. It's about following you along your journey, documenting you as you go through life. Don't feel obligated to continue going down the path that you don't feel good about anymore. Make sure to always follow the path that most aligns with your values and take your audience on that journey. Next up, we have Alex Hormozi. With a staggering net worth of over 100 million, Alex often seems like an overnight success to a lot of people, which brings me to my first point. Longevity. Similar to Gary Vee, Alex has also had a lot of longevity in building his brand online. Alex spent his first 4 years averaging 100 downloads a month on his podcast. 90% of people quit after their first podcast. And then from that 10%, 90% quit after 21 podcasts. So if you just post 22 podcasts, you're already ahead of 99% of people. My next point is selflessness. Seeing an internet personality these days that doesn't sell any courses in an environment where everyone's trying to make a quick buck is something inspirational. And it goes to show that Alex is truly trying to help his audience. Thousands of hours of valuable content, 2 books that he spent thousands of hours writing, and it's all for free. This selfless mindset might seem like a dumb move to a lot of entrepreneurs, but it's actually extremely smart. This way of thinking builds incredible reputation and trustworthiness that will be a big factor in any business deal. Next, we go to pivoting. Many businesses that you see today have pivoted. Did you know that Airbnb was once a mattress rental company? Or that YouTube was originally a video dating app? Alex Hormozi started in the gym space, squeezing out all of the lessons and teachings that he could. After 5 years, he sold his company for $46 million and started moving into the business education space. This created massive curiosity and allowed him to grow a bigger audience, which you could say was probably the biggest shift in his career. Next one, Patrick Bet-David, one of the most well-known entrepreneurs of our time, famously known for shaping our next generation of leaders. And in order to be able to teach leaders, you have to be quite a man. You have to be someone that's representing of a strong leader. To be able to teach leaders, you need to be a strong leader yourself. And this is where Patrick shines. Firstly, endurance. From escaping conflict in Iran and enduring a life in a refugee camp in Germany, Patrick Bet-David's early life was full of struggles. After immigrating to the US, Patrick joined the US Army, further enhancing his discipline and work ethic. Even after 2 years of uploading to YouTube and only gaining 2,000 subscribers, Patrick never gave up. Second point, mentorship. Because of all the challenges that Patrick was able to overcome, people saw him as a true leader and respected him for everything that he did. This allowed him to become a mentor for millions. He uses social media to break down complex business principles into accessible, actionable advice, while also hosting various leaders and well-known guests onto his podcast to educate his audience. This approach has not only 10x'd his influence, but has positioned him to be a trusted man in the entrepreneurial community. Third point, adaptability. Patrick understood where the world was headed. His career is marked by continuous adaptation to changing markets. From his starting days in financial services to becoming a media personality and an educational influencer. His ability to pivot and take on challenges serves as inspiration for future business owners. The last guy that I'll talk about is Grant Cardone. From overcoming personal struggles to building a billion-dollar empire, the resilience and ambition from Grant Cardone is next level. The first thing that I'll talk about is extreme ends. Cardone had the taste of both ends of life. He went from being a drug addict at an early age to being one of the most well-known entrepreneurs of our time. His story is a powerful reminder of that your past does not define your future. Showcasing resilience, like we've seen in people like Patrick Bet-David, is something that makes him an extremely strong leader. Next point, sales. Cardone understood early on that the whole world is built around sales. Tying his natural talent for it with resilience, he was able to revolutionize how people saw sales. His books and programs have become essential toolkits of every sales professional. Grant Cardone rewrote the rules of sales with his 10x philosophy, pushing boundaries and setting new standards. The last point of Grant Cardone, philanthropy. Beyond his business achievements, Grant Cardone is dedicated to mentoring the next generation, offering guidance and resources similar to Patrick Bet-David's educational initiative. His commitment to sharing his legacy will help the future leaders for years to come. Now, after analyzing hundreds of successful personal brands from people like Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Patrick Bet-David, Gary Vee, to our own clients and growing them millions of followers, here's the content strategy that you can implement for yourself and that I'm currently using. 2 to 3 short form content pieces posted daily across YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, X, and LinkedIn. 2 newsletters a week published on specific days. Mine are Saturday and Wednesday. And then 2 YouTube videos a week published on specific days. Again, mine are Saturday and Wednesdays. Now this one's optional, but I've been doing this on a weekly basis, which is weekly podcasts as either a host or a guest. And so I'll host my own podcast and invite people on, and that way I get to connect with them. I get to connect with their network. They get to share it with their audience and I get to share it with mine. And then I'll also come on as a guest on other people's podcasts. And this way I'm connecting with a lot more people in the industry. I'm getting to know the industry better. I'm seeing who's out there, who's providing value at the level that I am. And those are ultimately the people that I'm looking to connect with on a consistent basis. This is just my content strategy and posting cadence. We utilize this for a good amount of our clients. But it's not a matter of specific amount of posts or exactly when you post. It's just about posting and understanding that this is a long game. You could post once a day across all the platforms and 1 YouTube video a week, and you'd still be doing better than a majority of the business owners in your industry. And that's what you have to understand. This game is still very new. Media is very new. And there's a ton of business owners that are not tapping into it. And if you're one of those people that don't let the competition beat you, get in the game, get on social media and start posting consistently. And if you need help, then just reach out to me via Instagram, via email, and we'll do full service personal branding management for you. We'll create your strategy, we'll manage your content, we'll manage your videos, we'll manage your scheduling, and we'll share analytics on a monthly basis so that you're fully up to date on your growth and what next steps are for your social media game plan. If you found this video helpful, then consider watching my other video where I break down different storytelling frameworks and how you can utilize them when creating content. This video will be a great start for your content creation journey. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any future personal branding videos. Also, shoot me a question in the comments and send any future content ideas that you would like to see.